DJ Kartel, DJ Kartel.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? For the bug out, it's Southside2Times, Southside. And right now, tonight, I got the infamous DJ your boy with me.
What's up? What's up?
Good. I'm glad he got to stop by and hang out with us for a little bit. You know, it's been different. We just not getting off the ground, but the people we getting, hey, we working on our way there. Huntsville is really standing up. So, DJ your boy, man, like, yo, what brings you here? What got you into this music? How did you get here?
Man, don't get me started.
What brought you here, bro? What brought you here, bro? Yeah.
Man, like he said, excuse me, we got Southside2Times.
Southside, man.
Hey, and it's another episode of the Night Bug. I'm DJ.
I thought I was ready. I'm sorry. I thought I was ready. Yeah.
Man, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm all right. I'm actually glad to be here, man. This is a nice setup you got here, man.
Hey,
setup,
appreciate
man.
it.
So I'm digging it so far.
Happy to see you, man. Happy to have you here. Bless me with your presence.
Hey, man, you helped me out, man. Just pull it up. Like, dang, what? Your boy doing what? Let me scroll on over, you know?
Man.
So it was pretty cool.
So tell the world about you.
Oh, man, my name is Peoples, and I go by Southside2Times, Southside, and I'm from Huntsville, Alabama, the south side of Huntsville, Alabama, and I've been rapping here in Huntsville for a while, man. I mean a while. But I actually took a little break to focus on audio engineering, doing film production. I got to work on the film The Last Disciples with Duran and stuff. That's
oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that was one of
Duran's.
No, that was one of my first times. That was one of my first times actually doing field recording.
Okay.
So when you get into audio engineering, especially in the film, you have field recorders, then you got post.
Yeah.
Post-production is more so with the main audio engineers that work in studios.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they come into play in post. But actually capturing sound on site is a whole nother beast, you know, because at least when you're not in the when you're in the studio recording somebody, you're fighting with the bass and all this other stuff, the highs, the peaks. You might have to put a limiter on the beat and stuff. But when you're on set, you're fighting with air conditioning. You're fighting with the refrigerator sound.
Yes.
Like, so it's a whole other level of it. But yeah, I was doing that, and I've always rapped ever since I was young, man. I was rapping since I was 6. I just did it because it was cool. I like the fact that just trying to find words to rhyme. And
who sort of put you on it? Like, what made you?
Oh man, my cousin Tony.
Okay.
My cousin Tony, he actually played piano and he made beats. He was in Birmingham, and I love him to death for that because of him. I started playing the piano, and that journeyed into playing the drums. So when I got my own keyboard, I made my own beats. I used to rap to them things. I thought it was fire. It wasn't, but I thought it was. I thought it was, man. Seriously, but no, that's what got me into it. So ever since then, I was always rhyming. So that's what got me here. I mean, I put out a few tapes here in Huntsville. Had to work the circuit of performing in clubs, empty clubs, but I didn't take it as a slight. You know, I used those moments to practice.
But for you, it's not so much about Arsha being a rapper. You just everything dealing with music.
Yeah, but like rapping for me is my therapy, man. You know, like I am working on the tape. It's called Cotton and Denim, but when I finish it is when I finish it. I'm not too concerned about trying to get it out. You know, but I'm more concerned about the craft of it, the moments that help me build it. You know, so if I'm not living, that's how I can tell if my rhymes are good or not. You know, if I don't have any moments that I'm living through, my rhymes they just don't. So I have to do a lot of living.
It has to be like
I have to do a lot of living.
Authentic.
I have to do a lot of living to build the rhymes that I do. So if I'm not doing anything, I'm being a recluse or something, I can't build anything. So
okay. That's
what got me. But now it's just it's pretty cool.
So what takes up most of your time now?
Being a dad. That's the best thing that ever happened to me. I remember a quote was, I've been in a lot of hoods, but there's no hood like fatherhood, you know?
Okay.
And that was something for me. That took up a lot of my time, but actually now it's the Gumbo Network. That's just doing the audio for the Gumbo Network. It's just coming together with decks and faces. It's like, hey, we want to put on a production company.
Now, speak on the Gumbo Network a bit. What is the Gumbo Network about?
The Gumbo Network is literally like a platform for the uncommon and unexplored.
Okay.
You know, and especially when it comes to different groups of people, races and things of that, different races and people from different walks of life. Sometimes we're not displayed on TV the way we would like to be.
Yeah.
And there's no way you can control the narrative. You can sit there on Facebook and talk about how this is bad, this is that, but when you're going to get up?
Yeah.
When you're going to do something? So we want to control the narrative of how certain people are looked at, you know, and just put a spotlight on that. And it's been working out for us so far. So I just want to keep it up, man. It's been hard. Running a business is costly. It's costly. Even when it comes to trademarking and copywriting, the whole shebang is costly. But I think we're feeling our way through it. We're working it out.
That's cool. So how long has the Gumbo Network been around now?
I'd say the Gumbo Network has probably been around 4 years. And honestly, I'd say it's about 2 years of us producing a campaign to start generating people to come to us. Because the first couple of years was just making sure we had the equipment, establishing our workflow processes, things of that nature. Like, before we even started offering services, it took forever for us to just build what we do have. Actually having to take off the specs.
Yeah.
Because when you look at your own company, oh, my company's this, my company's that. And when you take off the specs and see what your company really doesn't have, that's all we focus on. You know, it's figuring out what we got. So
that's interesting. And what's interesting is, like, you're talking about building a network, a safe space for other content creators and things of that nature. And, like, that right there is such a huge thing because we have so many people in Huntsville with so much talent.
It's live.
But it's like
live.
Everyone's just doing their own thing, and it's like, what's gonna finally bring everyone together?
You gotta create the platforms.
Gotta create the
platforms, and that's the deal. And Huntsville is actually growing with it. There's all these different places. We got the Nightbug, we got Switch TV. We got a lot of things that are coming together. So, like I was talking with you earlier, we're actually starting to have a circuit, like a media circuit.
Right.
So, now a lot of artists in Huntsville will say, hey, I don't have nobody that follows me. I don't have people put me in the light. They always say something as far as how things doesn't work for them. It's true to a certain extent. I'm not going to say it's not. It is. But now there's some avenues. So now if you're not trying to get up to hit these avenues,
right,
it's completely on you now. You know, so,
it is.
And that's the deal. I like it.
Well, hey, we're going to get you in this booth.
Oh, snap. Yeah. That.
We know you do it all. I want to see you in this booth.
I hope I do well at the booth. I'm actually glad I get to do this, man, because I've been a little recluse. I haven't been out producing music or dropping anything. So when Tevin Keith over there at the Bridge Cyphers was like, oh, we're doing ciphers and things. It's like, well, you know what?
The ciphers. Don't get me
yes.
started.
It's like, we're doing the ciphers, so I started using that as a way to just get back out and stuff like that. So
I could probably dig up some videos of you at the cipher too.
Hey, you most definitely can. It was just a good feeling. It's like
that
this. It's a
nice.
vibe. It's a vibe, man. It's like being out there with people. Like, even if there's a crowd behind the camera, you can tell they're like real music lovers. You know, like everybody that gets in front of that mic gets a shot. Nobody's just, oh, I don't know this guy, whatever.
I hope we bring it back sometime.
Hey, man, hopefully it is, man. I hope everything worked out. I got to do a cipher with him last month, you know, but he hasn't released it yet. So whenever that happens, that'll be good.
We just did a project with TK as well.
Really?
Yeah, we did a commercial. We're about to go ahead and drop.
He's working, man.
That joint is, he's like,
working. That's all he's working, so. But yeah, stay on the lookout for that. That cipher is me, Mo Claire, and man, I hope I don't get his name wrong. I want to say it's Young City. Yeah, I think it's Young City. It's just us three.
Okay.
And we went at it. And I'll be honest, they snapped, man. They snapped. So when it comes in, you guys will see it. When it happens, you guys will see it. They snap.
So tell everybody where they can find you, the Gumbo Network.
Oh, man, literally, that's where you can find us. You most definitely can find me at thegumbonetwork.com. Across all social media platforms is thegumbonetwork.com. You name it, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We're available all that way. Google search us. You most definitely will find us. You know, and I'm just excited about what's going on now because another announcement that's happening is the Gumbo Network. We're going to team up with the DJ Kartel, and it's going to be a little live. It's going to be a little live. I'm not going to go into the details of what's going on behind the scenes, but I will say that the platform is expanding in Huntsville. There's no reason. Anybody that's a content creator, anything that's going on, there's no reason for you to get things shaken. And we want to make that visible. So
we're making it work for you.
Yeah.
Putting it together.
Big time.
So, hey, let's go ahead and make some magic.
Appreciate you having me in here, man. I'll see what I can do.
All right.
Southside, peeps. Huh? A-I-Y-E. All in your ear, dog. Yeah. Huh? I'm just trying to keep my cool. So homie, let me be. It's a lot of people playing games, but I do not play by me. You see this here on my wrist, the same amount of this here on my hip. You better keep your eye on your bitch. I'm so Southside, I be slumping on the tits. Slump my forearms down and I rub my wrist. Better give me room now, cause I'm on my shit. I think I got the niggas mad, how we get the buzz. These niggas think I give a damn, I don't give a fuck. A couple shots to the jack, get my buzz right. Matter of fact, got it black in the Bud Light. Hold on, man, I think these niggas up to something. I hit a nigga with the goose, got these niggas ducking. I'm in my Osmo, I left my truck at home. Me and my bitch got to argue, so you know what the fuck I'm on. Me and my niggas grind every day, so got some degrees on the resume. Hey, luckily I work for me, I don't really care about a resume. Fuck what these niggas say, we ain't on that shit anyway. All they do is talk, we about the action, so we just let those words evaporate. I pop me one and I just levitate. Hell yeah, all these niggas hate. Fuck it, let it run. Fuck it, let it run. Peace. Yeah. Hey, my enemies can't come outside unless I authorize it. And I mean it when I speak it, nigga. Got a problem, I can come and get you. I don't need a team when I'm heating with you. Real man, I don't need vouchers. You need people come and shoot for you. That's why your bitch mad, she don't respect you. You wonder why she don't do shit for you. Step aside when you see the giant. Move around to get stepped on. We don't want it if it's stepped on. You'll fuck around to get stepped on. Southside better know it, nigga. Don't talk shit, we ain't going, nigga. About the money, I know how to get it. And I got a couple routes I take to do it. And I run the fluid, never second guess it. I believe in me, that's why I don't stress it. People think that they can rap with me, and I'm just looking at them like, Lord bless it. In my city, I'm a folktale. In the underground, I'm something like a legend. I don't have to rap to prove myself, I just sit back and let people tell it. King shit, you can smell it off me. Don't tell me shit before I have my coffee. Get it off me, never keep it on me. I'm a boss, I need my workers, fuck a homie. Born 100 haters, I can spell them. If what you say, I let them ashes tell it. That pistol pretty, man, I call it Bella. And I never toss, I just change the barrel. Southside, Southside. Matter of fact, say it 2 times. The way I'm stacking all this money up, you can guarantee I got a few grinds. I ain't worried about what y'all own. The money that I got is this long. The drip I got it going for the low and all. Y'all can get it like a Groupon. And I mean that. Got force running blocks now. I ain't never seen that. Got celebrities running countries now. Damn, can you believe that? But I'm the one who's crazy anytime I try to speak that. Alright, 1 time for the DJ Kartel, 2 times for the Southside nigga, 3 times for the Gumbo Network, 4 times for AIYE,